You may enter.
We have our first soap today from Strike Gold Shave.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, we're so grateful you came. So at the top of the show, we mention a few things, and we're starting off on a journey. I ran out of my deodorant this week, so I was placing an order at PAA, and I thought, well, you know, they're one of the first artisans we ran into that had a deodorant.
That's right.
Let's give it a try. So I'm on day 2. And it's nice. It is not an antiperspirant. My mom made me stop wearing those a long time ago. I'm glad she did. It's just a deodorant, but it's lovely. And Douglas over at Phoenix also has an alum block. And he says if you're used to antiperspirants with deodorants, throw some alum on there first. It has a natural way of closing the pores, and it is also a natural antibacterial, which is what makes the funkiness. So yeah.
And I tried it today, and I've done a few natural deodorants, and some of them are kind of scrapey when you put them on. I don't know if it's like different stuff that they use. I gotta say, this was like a smooth balm. Like when chapstick hits your lips, it just felt good too to put on. So
it doesn't feel like we're using too much. So we'll report back how it works and how much we end up
But
using.
if there's a shave soap scent that you like, there are chances
that's the cool
it comes
thing about
in.
PAA is they pretty much make all their scents also in deodorants and in shampoo pucks and in all kinds of
Right. So we're trying to be a little more mindful of what we put into our bodies, and this was another way to add to
Just
it.
entering the world full force, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, we will keep you updated. But so far, we're really enjoying our PAA deodorants.
Yes. So our soap today.
Oh, this is cool.
Where Frank reached out to us and wanted to help sponsor an
Very
episode.
early in our journey,
Yes.
which was super sweet.
So our soap today, he sent over and picked for us.
Yes, it was a total surprise.
Right, we didn't even know that this one was on the list, so I'm kind of excited to be able
we
to
had
smell it.
we had to peek inside to know what the scent notes were and prepare for the episode, but we promised we did not look at the soap or smell the soap.
No.
So let's meet it. So this soap, their soaps are based on American historical figures, primarily presidents.
Yes.
Which is why it's kind of cool. Their logo says "Shave like a
president."
They've got a bunch of different presidents.
Very stately, yes.
And this one is based on Grover Cleveland.
Yes, we had to look this up. Stephen Grover Cleveland was an American politician who served as the 22nd and 24th president of the United States from 1885 to 1889, and then again from 1893 to 1897.
He is the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. And
cool.
His name was Stephen Cleveland. No wonder he used Grover.
Right?
Because Grover's a little weird, but at least it doesn't rhyme. You know? So he also had to look up the nickname because some of the soaps use the nicknames of the presidents. And Grover Cleveland was called Uncle Jumbo because he weighed 250 pounds.
So that's what everyone
to be nice, they just called him Jumbo, which concurrently was an elephant that P.T. Barnum was showing in New York. So how nice.
Hopefully they liked him.
This is the name that endured to be on the shaving soap was how bad he was.
So now we're even more intrigued.
I can't wait to see what my shaving soap's going to be named 100 years after I die. This will be fun. But anyway, we're very excited to try Uncle Jumbo.
Yeah, ready?
Right. I love that it comes in its own little box inside the mailing box. Why don't you open it up? Let's see what it goes.
All right. Ooh, it's a bigger
it's
tab, I
big.
think. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to alarm you, but it does look like we've got a sticker! We love stickers for our shaving cabinet.
And there's, I forgot, but there's a little pin that came with it too.
Oh, there's a
pin.
pin.
It fell out, yes.
Oh, please hold.
There was a little bit of a casualty when I was opening it. It fell under the piano, and we will have to dig it out later.
We'll get it out. This will not be our last soap from them, so we'll show it on our next one.
But we do like when people put all that personalized stuff.
Oh,
it really
it's
means
so
a lot.
beautiful.
So we will find it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, moment of truth here. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. It's beautiful. And there he is, Grover Cleveland.
And
he doesn't look that fat.
No, he doesn't. But their logos are
He's
very
not that fat.
classy.
He's not that fat. Jumbo. They called him like Big Steven. I mean,
Clearly, they were very nice to him.
this is great. How big a pour is this? It's 5 ounces.
Okay, I thought it felt a little heavier.
5 ounce. Some with this one. This is great.
All right,
Look
are we
how classy this is on the side.
for our first impressions?
I'm ready. All right, so I'm excited because we did not select this one. This was selected
kind of
for
like
us.
when that
And I
happens, though.
don't know anything about the scent notes. This is the first soap where I don't know anything about what I'm about to
was
smell.
just presented
And I
as
kept it that
such.
way on purpose so I could just experience this. Okay, here we go. Nice pour, beautiful walnut color. Look at that. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Grover Cleveland, talk to me. Here we go. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Right? Does it smell like a person?
Oh, it does. It smells. It's half a real person and half a cologne. It's just beautiful. This is the first time I've had that where I'm like, this is real stuff, real scent notes, but then it's in this like sort of cologne-y balance as if I was in the Oval Office. This is cool. Okay,
I'm
ready?
intrigued.
You take it.
Okay.
See if you agree.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right?
It's very fresh and real, but
Yes.
yes, it could be.
And then it's got like a cologne-ness. So it's like the president had a cologne on, but he also went out and did something awesome and came back and smelled like both. Does that make sense?
It really does. I'm trying to even figure out what I'm smelling.
Yeah, right, because we don't know scent notes yet.
It's brighter. It's definitely like brighter, clean,
Right.
fresh.
Yes. Let's see how good we are. Can you tell any of the scent notes that we're about to read? Because we haven't looked at them yet.
Okay, there are 3 tiers. There's definitely
Yeah,
like a
ooh.
brighter citrusy something on top.
Okay.
There's something, it's not musky, but there's something more simple woodsy in the middle, maybe?
Yes.
And I
yes.
don't know what's making it have that cologne spin at the end, but
Right. Okay, let's see.
something green, maybe?
Oh, y'all.
It's really good.
Y'all. The magic of what this creator was able to do is take these notes and find the areas between them and make those areas stick out. So I'm not smelling like the top, medium, bottom notes. I'm smelling in between
Right.
the bottom and medium.
That's why it was hard to figure
And I'm
out.
smelling in between the top and medium. Ooh, and
We
all that
heard
stuff.
that Frank was a magician with his fragrances, so now that we get to smell them,
Wow. You know, every once in a while, when we watch hundreds of reviews online and things, and sometimes people would just say, it just smells good. So let's just start with, it just smells good.
yeah, and it's a little, I don't want to say heavier, but there's a lot
No,
without overwhelming you.
I catch the sweet as maybe a tiny bit of very manly floral. Now, you got to be careful
Right.
because there's maybe only 6 flowers in the world where I'm like, that's a dude flower.
It really kind of, yeah.
But I've got that. And then, but it doesn't give you the whole flower. It just gives you the sweetness of it, just the heart of it as the sweetness. And then it turns a hard left and goes masculine.
Right.
And
But
I'm
not
getting-
an in-your-face,
No.
dark masculine.
Getting a
more,
little like bergamot, a tiny bit of a kind, almost like a mandarin citrus.
yeah.
And then it's being grounded, y'all, in some like
Because it's a sweeter citrus. It's not.
cashmere suede, maybe. There's something
Yeah,
at the
maybe we're
bottom of
supposed
it.
to be in the office or something.
Woo! Now watch, we're completely wrong. Watch, we read the scent notes and they're totally wrong. But
Yeah, it's a great blend of like the sweet, the woodsy, and the something
Right.
cologne-y. I don't know
and
what
the
that
wood
is.
is something on the minty cedar
Yes,
sort of side
that's
of
greener,
the wood.
something, yeah.
Something, yeah, not so much like an oaky, but like a cedar that's a
Yeah.
higher note. So just ingredients that would lend themselves perfectly to a cologne without having it have to be a cologne. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
yes. Because there are parts in it that I don't feel make it too manly. I mean,
Would
obviously.
you do me a favor? Do you have some way to put water
put
with
this
this and
together?
like mix it? I wonder
Yeah.
what would happen if we did that. Here, I've got these special sticks that we can ruin the pour here. Sorry. Oh, nice. I love when a soap is both soft and it's got a little bite back to the stick. Ooh.
We're just waking up very quickly.
Yeah, that
Holy cow.
was quick.
That was quick.
That came out of bed like it was getting off the bench at a basketball game. That's for sure.
Wow, it's brightening up quickly already, and I haven't even really gotten anywhere with this.
I'm going to close this so we can smell that. If your lather is not turning out the way you want, perhaps you should try bougie water.
It is just nice to be able to control. Like, we know what 2 pumps of water is.
Yeah, it's just
putting
and
it
it's
in,
just drops. It's not like, a whole ton.
evenly spread through
Yeah,
everything.
don't put your lather bowl under the sink when you need water. Just drip it from your fingers or just a tiny bit.
Some people redip the barrage. I don't know. You'll find your way, but
Oh, it got a little woodier. It got a little creamier. Everything just blended a little
right.
bit
So we were kind of
nicer.
noticing the scents in between each layer. And now there's like a 5-tier cake because there's just all the things.
Yes. And you know, it's funny. I've met a couple of people in my performing world who have met some seriously famous people. And it's funny because one of the questions they get is like, what's he smell like?
Oh, funny.
And the answer is always like, extraordinary. In fact, sometimes that's like the first thing that they'll mention is like how they smell, right? And this is the kind of smell that if you met a president, like a president,
right,
you would expect them to smell like this. This is that level of grandeur and sophistication.
Right, like you know whatever the fragrance they used was very class.
And
like,
a little
high
bit,
tier.
I'll say it, a little power. This soap has a little power to it. You smell it?
But it's the last feature. It's not in your face
Nope.
feature.
It just reminds you on the way out the door that I own the place. That's all it does.
Yeah, but you could still totally wear it. It doesn't make it...
Right. I mean, it would just, I feel like, elevate you to that feeling of just a little extra fanciness, right?
It's we've smelled things that are similar, but it still has its own personality to this one somehow. Like whatever's in it, we've smelled before.
This is just a little more dramatic in the sweetness
but
and the
as a
woodiness.
president, I feel like that's
right.
good.
You're right. You want that
It's a different tier of personnel, you know?
It's not like an understated, like, yes, I'm an author. No, this is more like, I'm the most powerful man in the world. That's what
I will use it for good, I promise.
Right. That's what this is.
But should we check and see if we're right?
Let's cheat! Okay, so let's see how right we were. Sarah's going to start us off.
All right, top notes are bergamot.
Did I say that?
You did. Lavender.
I didn't say that.
No, apple. Huh.
Oh, wait. Apple. No kidding.
Which one? There's a lot of apple.
Yes, think slightly green.
Green? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
we
said
it
green.
same time. There it is.
Okay. Then mandarin orange. You said that too. Oh, sweeter citrus. You're learning your citrus. Good. Okay. Middle notes. Oh, violet, jasmine, and geranium.
Those are that's the florals we picked up.
That's funny. But those florals are so different. It's not a rose.
Remember we said a man floral?
Yeah.
Those were the men florals.
Now
those
we
are
know.
them. What are they?
Okay,
again?
last
Jasmine,
one.
geranium. Absolutely.
Base notes are guaiac wood.
Guaiac wood? What does that smell like?
Patchouli. Your favorite.
How did
Sandalwood.
I went to college in San Francisco, so
Right.
patchouli for me for about a decade was like.
But I'm guessing
now-
next to these, look.
Y'all, it's fantastic. I mean, you wouldn't just eat cumin, right? But you wouldn't have chili without it. Now I get it. Now I understand. Plus, it's a slightly more refined patchouli smell.
It must be, yeah.
Yes, it's being just used to ground everything so that everything else is just available to the nose. It's
Right.
fantastic.
But I think putting patchouli with sandalwood.
Right. I smell the sandalwood way more than the patchouli. So, you know, if you think this is a patchouli scent, get that out of here.
And then cardamom, vanilla.
Did I say cardamom?
You can check.
I think I'd win $1.
Cardamom, vanilla, and pepper.
It just goes to show that when this says a scent note, it's actually in here. This is not the power of suggestion, because I had not read these before we did this episode. So I'm actually finding these scent notes in this soap, and there's still half of them that elude me.
But so after reading that big giant list, how they're blended is insane, because you don't get that many.
Absolutely, because they're all here. Once you read the scent note, you can find them.
Right.
But in the balance at first, you don't look for them because the balance is too perfect. The color they're making is too cool.
It is.
Now, for the ladies, would you wear this?
The whole time you were saying stately and president, I was like, but I could wear this.
I'm sorry.
But I know it's the intention.
You could.
But I
Think
really
Air
could.
Force One and Glenn Close as the vice president.
There you
Remember?
go.
Remember how we all watched that movie and went, I want a female vice president now.
Well,
Yeah.
but I get the power to it, but it's not too much. I really feel like I could.
Glenn Close would wear this in Air Force One. 100%. 100%. Smell it. Think of Glenn Close, ready? In a suit, pissed off. Okay, ready? No, listen.
It's like I came out of a presidential spa.
That's a great way to put
Like
it.
I am clean and ready to conquer the whatever's on the
Or
agenda.
even like, Downton Abbey when they're in their room and their servants are dressing.
and they're
them,
like
huffle,
putting
huffle,
my clothes
huffle.
on for me, please.
Like this is kind of
It's
that high level sophisticated smell.
It is, and it makes you feel like you're ready to conquer the world. That you are prepped and primed and clean and feeling good.
Yeah, wow, this is fantastic. Congratulations, guys. This is great. I love this. Should we take it a tiny bit deeper?
In
let's borrow from the Actors Studio and Bernard Pivot.
Oh, yes.
What is this soap's favorite word? Croquet.
There you go. That's good.
Right? Like some sophisticated sport.
Which is maybe oddly in the early 1900s would have been fitting.
Yes. Polo, maybe. What's its least favorite word?
Dirty.
Yeah, right. It's so clean. Love that.
It would not like anything
What
dirty.
sound or noise does this soap love?
Birds chirping
Birds.
outside.
I heard birds too. Yep. Sun and birds. Yep. Maybe the sound of Marine One landing in the distance.
There you go. But you feel like it's going to be a good day.
Guys. Important point as well, because I would expect in a presidential smell there'd be some musk.
Right.
Get that out of your head.
Or like tobacco-y for some
This
reason.
is absolutely clean. There is no musk about it. There's very little dark and spicy to this. Like you can almost smell mint in it, but there's not.
No, but that's what
how
the green
clean.
that I was getting.
You
Yeah.
almost get a little spearmint, but there's not. Like that's how clean.
Like
it
I
is.
really thought there was going to be one kind of the woods that would be a green.
And you know what else is beautiful at Strike Gold Shave? This is not a soapy smell, but it's everything fabulous about a soapy smell.
But that's what makes it so clean. I don't know how they can make it be so clean without having a soapy smell, if that makes sense.
This is fun. It's almost like getting an action figure of this president because now I
there you
want
go.
the others. You
Right.
know? Now, what if there was a way for you to get your own? So head over to Strike Gold Shave to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want. Uncle Jumbo. This was a great shave. And, just between you and me, I started to experiment with how much do I need, because maybe I'm using a little bit too much on the show or when I'm shaving. So I really kind of dialed it back to about the size of an almond to see what would happen, fully intending to need to add more. Nope, this just came to life in a beautiful way. Sometimes it disappears into your brush, not this, and made this beautiful full bowl of lather that took 2 full passes and a bunch of cleanup, and just as I was playing around, and still had a bunch more left to offer. The scent during the shave had lovely, beautiful whiffs of things that would just kind of return to me in different ways. A little more present during the shave than some others I've experienced, which I like, and the different personalities came out in the lather on my face. For scent intensity, I'd give this a 2.5. For longevity, a 2. Fantastic scent and a great shave. Thank you. Welcome to Messages.
Hey.
So last week we mentioned we were going to have a giveaway. And we're giving away
episode, right?
For our Amaretto episode, we were going to give away a moon soap from Zach and Melody down at Moon Soaps, and it's their mermaid one because they were running out quickly after the
it is
restock.
on hold for you.
So
Do
we
not
grabbed
worry.
one. So we are taking all of the comments from that video of mentioning moon
have
soaps,
a magical
and we are
list
putting
here.
them on a list. And I have my
Magic
wonderful
die here.
die in case I ever get into Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, let's roll it and see if we get...
Oh, no.
I lost my Spider-Man. Okay, let's roll it and see if we get... It's number 8! Who is number 8 on the list?
Number 8 is Artulovenaire. Art Lovenaire, I think.
Art, Love, and Air.
We will
Art, Love,
contact
and Air!
you.
Hey, you won on Moonsop. So we will reach out to you in the comments of the Amaretto video and let you know.
Coming your way.
And we have a couple of other giveaways that we have been putting in previous videos, so check them out. And it's just a way for us to be grateful and say thank you.
For interacting with all the work we do and the fun comments, and everyone's so welcoming that we just like having a way to get back to.
Yeah, so anytime we get an extra anything, we're going to kind of pass it on so you can try it too and let us know what you think, courtesy of the Artisan and the Barbershop Duet. Hail to the chief, he's the one that we say hail to.
It's funny, I wonder what made Frank pick this for us, but it was a great fit, man. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, some of the artisans are sending out soaps that newbies love, and some of them are sending out soaps that are tricky and that are adventurous and that are a little bit different. So I love both of them.
I really do too. And we do have one more for a collab that he did with the Wet Shaving Store. So
Ooh,
we'll have
there
another
is
one coming
in our
soon.
future, so we can show that beautiful pan. I'll go digging under the
Yes,
piano
we'll
today.
find it by then.
Oh, wow. But what a great artisan to support. What a great line of
It's
products.
funny. I kind of now smelling it. It is sort of summery. Like I'm glad
I know.
we threw this in
I know.
our summer
It
set.
totally is. He served two non-consecutive terms, so maybe he saw a lot of summers.
Maybe he did.
Who knows? But,
this is just wonderful.
what
I'm
a
so excited for you to
charming
use it.
adventure. I am too. You too. I really think that when this is on a female, you'll pick out some other notes in it that
sure.
normally wouldn't jump out.
No, I would agree. And that might be what Frank was thinking too. He wanted us to be able to share.
Thank you for sending this to us. It was
Yes.
so kind of you, and we will give it a place of honor in our shaving room.
Definitely will. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell better just watching this!